again, Mr. Albert Lee. Welcome back in Belgium.
Thank you. Nice
Because
to be
we met you last year. It was in Herent, October last year was that.
Oh, right, yeah.
We are from Roestein.
Okay.
Music website, and we have about 250,000 people every month they come to visit.
Great. That's good, yeah.
Mr. Lee, there is one thing when I was preparing the interview that I'm sure of, that you were destined to become a musician. That you, by your father, by your environment, you had to become a musician.
I guess so, yeah. Well, you know, my father played piano, not professionally, you know, but he loved music, and so I inherited that from him. And my parents gave me piano lessons for a couple of years.
You were very young when you began to play piano.
Yeah, well, yeah, 9, 10. Yeah, and but I was lazy. I didn't practice, you know. So I should have progressed more. Then the teacher told my parents that, well, he's not really getting, you know, he's got a lot of talent, but he's not utilizing it, you know. You know, he's not practicing between lessons, you know. So
you left school for music?
Not really. No, I wasn't doing very well at school. I guess I'd become interested in music, and that may have been part of the reason why I didn't do better at school. I started out doing quite good, you know, but then I started to hear music, and that's what I wanted to do.
I think it was when you were 15 that you changed from piano to guitar.
It was actually before that. Yeah. I think I picked up a guitar when I was 12 or 13.
A second-hand guitar?
Yeah, the guitars that belonged to friends of mine. I didn't know. I played guitar for about 18 months without actually owning one, and then my folks bought me a couple of guitars.
And that's somewhere Hofner President. Your first guitar.
Oh yeah, the first good guitar was a Hofner President. Yeah.
Now you're about 50, 60 years later.
50, 60. I'm 74.
I mean 60 years later.
Oh yeah.
That's 74, that I knew. But,
Yeah.
They gave you the name Mr. Telecaster.
Well, yeah, I don't know who did that, but I played a Telecaster for a long time. But there's so many other people deserve that title too, you know. So.
You collect guitars, I read somewhere?
Well, I have a lot of guitars, but I'm not the kind of guy to go out and looking for them, you know. I bought one guitar maybe in the last 20 years, 25 years.
You got them.
Oh yeah, I have a lot given to me, you know.
Because they want that you play with a specific label of
Yeah, well, I've been involved with Ernie Ball, Music Man, for many years, so I have a few of their guitars. Yeah.
But it's the way that you play guitar that makes you special.
Is it? Well,
your finger picking,
I guess. I guess you could say, if you listen to the music that's going on here today, I'm not like any of the players I'm likely to hear today.
I try to look at your fingers, but you are so fast and so. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Oh well, you know, there are a lot of good country and jazz players who play like that. You know.
Kind of fingerstyle guitar, hybrid picking. I read all those things, but that's too difficult for me. You have played with a lot of people.
Yeah, I've been very lucky. I've always had nearly always had a job.
But your dream came out.
Oh, certainly with the old rock and rollers, because I grew up listening to Jerry Lee Lewis, the Everly Brothers.
Emmylou Harris, you mentioned.
Yeah, the Crickets, and I ended up playing with them all. You know, so where Eric was a friend of mine from the mid-60s. You know, so I played with him about 15 years later. You know.
Are there still musicians left that want to play with you, or that you want to play with them?
I'm a big fan of Jimmy Webb. He's a great songwriter, keyboard player. One of these days, we're friends, you know, but one day I hope I'll do a show with him, do a gig with him. Yeah, and I also know Bruce Hornsby, and my piano player in America works with him. So one day I hope maybe I'll get to do a gig with Bruce Hornsby, you know.
The band you have on today, it was a very young band.
Yeah, they're young guys, and they're really. I love them. They're really good, and they're very enthusiastic. And they pick up all the gear and set it up for me, and that's good.
You finished today with your Country Boy?
Yeah, well, people expect that. It's a good way to finish the set.
It's a song that has a great country song that made the country music special. Your song.
It introduced me to a lot of people, you know. And when I was with Emily Harris, I used to play it. And then Ricky Skaggs was in the band with us too. And then after he quit Emmylou, he recorded it. You know, he called me up. He said, "Hey, I've cut your song." I said, "What song?" He said, "Country Boy." He said, "I'm going to do a video." And we did a great, really funny video of it. But that was great because a lot more people heard that song. You know, a lot of people hear it now and think, "Oh, that's a Ricky Skaggs song," but no, it's my song.
I told him that in public, he said, "And people don't know that it's the L.O.B. song. He wrote that song." Mm-hmm.
Well, I wrote it with a couple of other guys, and three of us.
You got a lot of nominations in your life, I think. A lot of nominations.
Yeah, it's been nice. I had a couple of Grammys.
Yeah, are there special ones for you that you say that's for me a special nomination?
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, yeah, it's always nice to get a Grammy, you know. I was nominated 4 or 5 times, and I won twice.
Like you said, end of the year you got 75, I think?
75 this Christmas, yeah.
Do you still have open items on your bucket list? Things that you want to do?
With music, yeah. I mean, there are some great musicians out there that I'd like to play with, I'm sure. You know, this is all I do. It's all I've ever done, really, to earn a living. When I was in my teens, I was doing paint spraying and, you know.
You still do that?
Oh, no. But I taught myself to be a car mechanic. I do my repairs, you know, and stuff, which isn't good for the hands. You know? So I enjoy that when it, you know.
Yes. If you could start again, what would you do different?
Well, I'd be playing the same kind of music, but I think I would have started to sing earlier.
You sing very well, actually.
Yeah, I've been told that my voice is very good for my age, you know. But, you know, I didn't really sing until I was like 28 or 30, you know. Just guitar. I was with Chris Farlow and the Thunderbirds, you know. I was with other singers. So, and then eventually I decided that I wanted to, you know, sing, and it improved, you know. I wasn't a great singer to begin with, but I was, after about 10 or 15 years of singing, the voice really improved.
What were the big changes in your career in the 6 years? What were the big changes?
First big change for me was moving to America. That was in 1970, in the early 70s, and I played with the Crickets, and I played with Emmylou. So I was living in Los Angeles, and I played with Joe Cocker there too. So I was living in Los Angeles, and I got to meet and play with a lot of my heroes. So that was a big move for me, you know. And I'm still there. I still live in Los Angeles. Yeah.
So you are accepted.
I guess so. Yeah.
Do you think that we have enough young guitarists to follow up?
Oh yeah, a lot of good young players out there. Yeah.
Somebody your favorite of? No.
Not the very young ones, but I know that I hear them all the time. A lot of young players, you know, and they're very fortunate because when we started to play, we were just listening to records, listening to vinyl, you know, and I didn't really see anybody that I liked in England. You know, I did get to see Eric for a while, and John McLaughlin, you know, and played on some shows with him, but it was the Americans who I really loved, you know, my early heroes. And then when I moved to America, I got to see and play with a lot of those people.
Okay, Mr. Alvedi, I have a last question. What did you learn from yourself by being a musician?
From myself? I don't know. It's difficult. I think I'm really happy that I chose this path in life. You know, maybe I would have done things a little differently with the music, but no, music. I wouldn't have wanted to do anything else. Really, you know.
It's your life.
Yeah. I love music. Yeah.
Okay. Basically, these were my questions. Thank you again for your time.
Oh.
And thank you for your contribution in the great world of the music.
Oh, well, you're welcome. It's been my pleasure.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Just one question. As a CD, because Mr. Sanchez has already